Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to Dust and Elysian Tale. So, when we last left off a few days back, we were pretty much done with the game, bar a few secrets I had to unlock, and then the final area, and of course, leveling my character up all the way, and then, you know, making sure I've got all the best equipment, and this, that, and the other. But in general, we're pretty much done here with, well, you know, everything. But there was one secret in this area that I haven't found yet, because I'm still missing map bits and a treasure bit, which I believe is somewhere down in this section somewhere. I didn't look up the specifics, figured it would give me a chance to wander around the immediate area and you know, just kill a bit of time, because today will probably not be a full 3 hours. I don't think it will take me a full 3 hours to get to the end of the game. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. Hello, Jagoth, and to both of the Novas. You're both in here. Both Inkwolf and just Nova Carol. Hello, hello. Blimey, so many people here today. And also thank you to Hoss and a bunch of numbers who literally followed me not 5 minutes ago. So that's good. That's fine. Yeah, nice to see so many people around. So yeah, we'll I'm gonna go looking for the secret down here, and I'll block that new follower. Really? Is there something I need to know about that? They've been doing all the hate raids lately? Really? The person people doing all the hate raids. In that case, I hope you will excuse me just one moment. Hold up a tick. How do I block someone? There we go. Block. You sure? Because I don't want to block someone who's like legit. Absolutely sure, because I got the block thing ready to go. That's not an issue. It's Hosh as in HOSS and then 00312_. That's all the hate raid people. Honestly, I didn't think my stream was large enough for that to really matter in any grand fashion, so I don't mind blocking it, that's not an issue. It's just obviously I would prefer to do it for legitimate means rather than accidentally blocking someone who actually wants to watch my stuff. I'm sure you can understand that. You only have to small sphere. Ah, fair enough. Well, in that case I'll block them. Block. Okay, they're blocked. Fingers crossed that that will work itself out. The reason you're on hiatus from streaming right now. Yeah, I know, it's been a big problem lately. I've been seeing it around a lot. You know, just in general. Everyone's accepted here. I hold no judgments. Unless you're anti something, in which case you're an asshole and you can fuck off. So that's fine. But yeah, okay, he's blocked. Hopefully that will actually, you know, work. Anyway, let's get going, shall we? So yeah, we gotta go find the thing that I'm looking for now. Gotta try to find it. Actually, I don't know where it is, but let's see what we can find. It's somewhere in this area, sort of roughly. I just don't know the specifics. Gotcha. Existing footage and page rated box tend to all have Hoss and then numbers as their username, and a follow from one of them tends to be an early warning sign that you're being viewed as a potential target. Oh, joy of joys! moderation tools ready just in case. I don't have any. That's the last thing I need. We'll want to assign some mods just to be case. Jackal the mod, I can't remember if I actually made him a mod or not. The plan was to make him a mod at some point. Problem is that the people who I did originally assign as mods, they don't show up anymore, which is a bit, you know, inconvenient. I don't have anyone who consistently shows up to my stream, so it can be a bit awkward. Did I get all the secret cameos? I think? I don't know. I can't remember specifically. Maybe, maybe not. Ah. I think we're about to get the last one. If anything does happen, you can use /clear and... Oh, that went on. There we go. That's working. Alright, a second, and then... Almost there. Nope, that ain't good. That's the wrong one. Came in through that way, didn't I? Nope, no, that's not right. There's gotta be another door somewhere because that door didn't lead anywhere. Or not. Oh, I did go in through... Yeah, I went in through that one. And the other door is here. Then this leads to a dead end? Ah, no, hang on, I can drop. I forgot about that. Yeah, you can drop. Aha! Hello! It's Mr. Fez. It's a shame the guy who made you is an absolute asshole, but what you gonna do? Alright, now we gotta go back. I liked Fez. Fez was a good game, but as I said, the guy who made it is a bit of an asshole, so, you know. Unfortunate. Nice. And I think... Hey, 100 and 100. Excellent. Well, this is the nearest exit, so I guess we'll go down here. Alright, I think that's all of the characters, unless there's... Well, there could be one in the last area, I don't remember. I don't know, I can't remember how many there are. Where is there? The party should be in full swing. Hey guys! Yeah, everyone looks like they're having fun, I think. Alright, well we can leave them to it. Alright. So the plan is get through this whole area, get all the remaining secrets and blah blah blah. Why is the game keep freezing like that? It's really weird. And it's the game freezing, by the way. That's not the stream or anything. That's kind of disconcerting. When a game starts freezing like that, it means it might crash. That's the last bloody thing I need. Hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. If it does end up being an issue, I turn the game off and turn it back on again. That usually fixes most problems. Right, one thing I do want to do... I'm going to look through the stuff I've got. Is there anything here that increases experience? Anything that increases my experience gains? Rigid luck. View item drop things. Hang on. That does a 1.2 experience bonus. If I'm going to grind my ass up to level 60, I might need that. We do that. That should be yeah, that's a chunk of experience. It's a start. All right. All right. Actually, while I'm here.
Hello.
Yeah, of course I did. Okay, first, apparently I'm still missing an item I haven't dropped off to him yet. Might be from a drop. Hasn't actually happened yet. But that's fine, happens all the time. And I got rings. Let's explore this area, see what we can get first. Because if memory serves, there's like a really good thing you can get around here. I think. we're off. Stop dodging my attacks. Die already, will you? You still alive? Thank you. Find me. Ow. Of course, if I'm grinding for experience, then I can also grind for items too, which is, you know, good. Yeah, man. Stop dodging. Right. We good? I think we're good. This is going to take a while. I do not remember these guys being so annoyingly hard. Ah, now you guys I do remember. Boom. Yeah, those guys were weird. Gotcha. You trying to back attack me, you little sod? Not gonna happen. To start. Come on, let's keep it going now. There's apparently a secret somewhere there, and I gotta find it. Oi, come back here. Why you took so bloody long to do that? He's like, nah, I'm going this way, thanks. Alright, is there a way down here? There is. Excellent. Alright. I guess that kind of works. Just the one secret there. Gotcha. Come on. Alright. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. I think I might wait just a moment. For some reason they just have random flying ships. Like, is that ever like explained? Like, in general, the technology of this world is pretty like old-fashioned. It's very sort of not quite medieval-ish, but it's sort of that sort of vague era. And then suddenly in the last level, no, giant flying ships. Oh, for God's sake. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be, hey, look, here's one of the things that, you know, they had, and that's why the Moonbloods were losing, kind of thing. You know, their advanced technology and all that stuff, but I don't know, it just seems kind of incongruous, doesn't it? Or maybe I'm just overthinking it. Kaboom. Okay. Drink. I sound like a retro for the bad guy in fantasy story to have more advanced tech. I mean, yeah, it's true, but there's not even like a vague hint of that prior to, you know, this level. And then suddenly it's like, yeah, advanced flying machines. Because why not? That's a good chunk of experience right there. I like how they can jump through rocks and I can't. Like, hang on, how come you get to do that? Ow. Bad dog. Making me explode like that? Right. Okay, see where this is going. Woohoo! Treasure!
Semithrarin. Please, Dust is fine. Well, Dust, we got this teleporter up and running just a few moments ago. If you have any business elsewhere, now is the time to do it. Once the charge begins, there's no turning back. I understand. Thank you, my friend.
Which I don't think is actually true. I think you can go back after this point, can't ya? I don't remember now off the top of my head. So in terms of... I know there was... I don't think... No, because we haven't even found all the secrets yet. And there aren't any actually, like, you know, off the map secrets. This map is actually pretty linear, with the exception of this sort of openy bit here at the start. The rest of the map is pretty straightforward if memory serves. But yeah, you can backtrack there if you want, but, you know. I'm pretty sure you can turn around at any point. It's a start. Why am I always so hurt these days? Ow! That's probably why. I don't know. You good enough? Maybe try improving my equipment. That's probably an idea, actually. Actually, yeah, okay. Can we do have better stuff than that? Like, this one's definitely better. It's also bloody expensive. But then I'm earning a good chunk of cash at the moment, so that shouldn't be too bad. Although, if memory serves, there is a better one than that. In terms of augments, what are we currently using? Attack and fidget. So that wouldn't be too bad. That's also pretty cheap. Orange augment. I don't have enough for that. That'll be good for that. Obviously, I want to leave these on because of the experience bonus. There really wasn't anything with a better experience bonus, was there? I mean, technically, that's the better ring, I think. I think that's the best ring. It's certainly the most expensive one, so it's probably the best. But I want to leave those on because of the experience boost at the moment, anyway. Regen would be helpful. Yeah, I know. The thing is... Sorry, press the wrong button there. You know, obviously the regen comes from rings, which I have a few of, which is fine. But obviously because I want the experience boost at the moment, I kind of, you know, gonna have to make do without that at least for a little bit. But that would take my attack down by quite a lot. Although it does have really good regen on it. I could do with regen more than I could do with attack right now. What do we need for you? 6 of those, that's easy. I'll take the hit on that. And as for you... You would be pretty good. You're also expensive, but might be worth it. Nice. Come on. Gotcha. That also helps too.
Mitrare, we can't go on any further. Those enemy cannons are far too powerful. You'll need to find a way around their flanks so you can destroy them.
Will do. Woo. Works for me. That's not good. Nice. Buffalo burger. Not something you expect to see all that often, but hey, it works as it does. Whoa, hello. Don't do that. Whee! Explosions! Always exploding. Never not exploding. I think I got stuck. I think I got stuck in him then. That was quite funny actually. Oi! Hey! Thank you. Right, what do we want next? Definitely more attack points. Thank you. And go. Hello. Looks for me. Can't reach me up here, can ya? You git. And that's me a huge chunk of experience. Right, we're still going? Yep. Stop that. Honestly. Hello. Like we're going this way then. Yeah, I think that comes in from above later on. You and your bloody invisible enemies, honestly. Go and whack 'em. Bang goes another one. Doesn't that make it quieter? How lovely. those upgrades are helping. Probably should have done that before I even entered the area, but I wanted to wait until I completed this area before I chose any upgrades, so I wouldn't waste time or money or, you know, materials too much. But the game didn't give me much of a choice in that regard, so I guess it is what it is. Wasn't 100% sure that would right, but I was pretty confident. I literally remembered that as it was happening. I was like, hang on, I should be following this up, shouldn't I? Yes, I should. Okay, there we go. Well, looks like we're going through this area again. Gotcha. Run away from that when you get. Alright. So close to being finished. That's fine. I can take a 1-point hit. That's not an issue. Woo. Hello. Wait, is there a lower way down? Ah, there is a lower way down. Guys, you're safe now. It's fine. I've cleared the way. See? Dead gun. Nice.
We are nearly there, Mithralin. Once we are through their line, General Gaius will be within sight. No matter what happens, my friend, it has been an honor to fight by your side.
Yes, I'm sure it has. Anyway, let's keep it moving forward, shall we? How are we gonna... Okay, so yeah, that's 100% done. That's all the secrets then. Ain't dead yet. Come on. I know you really like the lightning attack, but... that works. Stop doing that. Come on, I'm so close to leveling up. Just die so I can level up already. There it is. We good? We're good. Not quite there yet. But almost. Woo! Hello. Alright, off we go, guys. Come on. Can't babysit you all the way. Ow. Again. Nice. Off we go. You know, having a giant climactic fight on top of a volcano is probably not the best place. I mean, you know, someone might fall in. As I frequently do, let's be honest. I mean, it makes a great background, don't get me wrong, but still.
Ah, hello again.
Well, it's not as if you are kind of the only shop in the entire game. Apparently we're still missing something, so some enemy somewhere along the line didn't drop something when they were supposed to. Oh well, I don't care. Okay, what do we got? Wedding ring. Ooh, actually, didn't I get a thing for a wedding ring?
Your transit. Thank you.
I think I did. No, I did get, I got a wedding ring. Oh, brilliant. That actually gives me 1.5 bonus. Excellent. I will definitely take that. Because that means I don't have to worry too much about the rest. So what I really want now is I want another wedding ring. Ironically enough. I don't know if that's necessarily the best pendant. It probably is. Yeah, that's probably the best if it's Thorin's augment. Definitely the best thing. Okay, so hold up.
I am.
Okay, what have we got? That's definitely not as good as anything I'm using. Yep. Do I want to spend a bit of gold on that? Yes. Let's just buy the one.
Your transit. Watch.
Okay. That gives me some pretty good boost, and it gets the 1.5 experience bonus. I mean, that pretty much, that gives me, I mean, 2 of those gives me 40 regen. Like, that's great. Pendant of Wisdom, I don't think we're going to get much better than that at this point. I mean, there are things that up my attack, but the wedding ring and that one ring of destruction. I think I got a ring of focus. Foul ring of devastation. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, that ups fidget, but it drops my attack. Not by much, though. So I think 2 wedding rings is the best. Yeah, okay, fidget's not quite as high. But I think that's a decent enough trade-off. I guess it depends on whether you want to focus on the regen or whether you want to focus on fidget as, you know, her attacks. I guess that really sort of depends what you want to focus on. I don't think we're getting too much better than that. Drops attack by 10. I suppose it does drop attack by 10 and luck by 5, but it does drop regen by 10. Although, do I really need 40 points of regen? I mean, I'm getting regen from some of my other stuff too. 18. Yeah, okay, we'll give Fidget a nice big boost there. That'll come in handy, I guess, for wiping out the soldiers. Doesn't look like there's anything better armor-wise. No, I think we're fine there. Soldier's armor, I think, is the best. And obviously that's literally got my name on it, so I think we're fine on that one. Right, let's hit. And look, 100 and 100. Let's get to the save point and, you know, save. Which should set me up at 114? What have I not done? I think I've not done. Ah, I never quite finished off that quest. Do I want to bother with that quest? I don't really think I can be arsed. I'm still missing one of those. Don't know what it is. I mean, I could go through like a list, but I'm not really that bothered at this point. I've got all of the maps, though. I've found all the maps. I've got all the secrets. Everything else is just miscellaneous fluff, not really that important. Actually, that is a fair point. I do need better health things. It's like, do I spend more money on things that give me less health? Or... That's also the same. Actually, if my thing is fine. Alright, so now comes the long, boring, grindy part where I have to just wander around and level up on, you know, everything in order to do the thing. Actually, one thing... See, here's the thing, right? If I'm going to do some grinding, I think what I temporarily, at least, maybe not for the final boss fight, but these things both have the 1.5 experience. If I'm going to do a bit of grinding, see if I can get up to level 60, then I think I'm going to want to keep these on temporarily. Yes, okay, Fidget isn't as strong, but if I'm going to be grinding for experience, I need all the boosts I can get from that. So, at least prior to the final boss fight, keeping these to one I think would probably be the better idea. And then I can switch over to the Destruction Ring, whatever it was called. Devastation, sorry, not Destruction, afterwards. So I think that's okay. But we're pretty much at 4 o'clock now, so I'm going to pause here for a sec. So we'll do, I don't know, just a chunk of just grinding for stuff. Should be fine. And yeah, hopefully when we get back, we can get through that relatively quickly. It takes a while, it's grinding, but it shouldn't take too long. See you in a sec, guys. And we're back. Alright, let's get the grind on. That probably could have been phrased better. Ooh. Good ton of experience there. Hooray! Explosions. Nice. So close. What do we got? 5, 10, 15. We've still got a few more levels left yet. Hey, okay, I managed to do that. Even though I'm sure that was probably supposed to be closed off, but whatever. Okay. gain a level. So close. Everything's exploding. Even I'm exploding. Alright. That's... We got it. Excellent. Do that. I was enjoying all the experience I was going to get from that. Ooh, so close. Wow. Am I really going to grind all the way to 60? The last boss is piss easy anyway. I know, but I want to. Honestly, it's mostly just filling the time so that this stream isn't just an hour long. Because I knew it was going to be a shorter stream, because I knew I was quite close to the end of the game by this point. So I was like, well, okay, I'll spend a bit of time grinding up some experience points and see where we go from there. It's mostly about filling time on today's stream, to be perfectly honest. Who wants to watch an hour of repetitive grinding? You think that's bad? I've got to do the hour of repetitive grinding. It won't take me an hour. The way I'm going up these levels, it'll easily be half an hour at the most. I mean, if you want to start a conversation, I'm here. It doesn't just have to be the grinding part. We can talk. That was the other thing I was thinking we could do during this period, was just, you know, talk. That is half of what streaming's about. The talking. Usually. Talk about what? Well, let's see. See, this is where my having no social life really actually hurts me. Nice. That went quite well. up again? No, I didn't. So who's looking forward to Metroid Dread then? Because I gotta say, I very much am. There's like another trailer dropped for it today, and I haven't seen it. Although I think I did get spoiled on one particular element of the trailer, and I'm like, okay, that is not something I expected, but I guess I will take it, you know, it's fine. Because I'm like, I'm sort of 50-50 on whether I want to watch all these trailers or whether I want to skip them and stay as spoiler-free as possible. Because on the one hand, I want to watch these trailers. God, how do I want to watch these trailers? On the other hand, I'm just like, you know, it's a thing of, I don't want spoilers, so I probably shouldn't watch the trailers too much. You know, too much. I have mixed feelings about Dread. So the same dev team makes Samus Returns 3DS, and they're doing it in the same style. And you hated Samus Returns? I like Samus Returns. It was good fun. I mean, obviously, you know, AM2R was the better game. I'm not gonna argue that. I think everybody pretty much agrees with that now. But I do still like Samus Returns. I think it was fine. I know a lot of people really hated the parry system, and it was overused, but it's not a bad system. And I you know, again, looking at the trailer, I think they are, like, you know, making the parry system a little more integrated into movement, rather than having to, you know, plant your feet on the floor and being more like, you know, stand here and wait until you're told to move kind of thing. The fact that you can move and parry just seems like a really... It seems like a logical progression of the system. So, you know. Hopefully that'll be fine. So I don't really know what to expect from it in general. I'm just hoping it's good. Because, like... Yeah, I'm a huge Metroid fan. Have been for... as long as I can sort of remember, really. And, like, I want this to be good. Like, I haven't seen Nintendo pushing a Metroid game this hard since Prime 3? Prime 3, I think, was the last time they went this hard on Metroid. Which is, you know, fair. Prime 3 was a big deal for them, you know. It's like the fact that the Prime series had reached the sort of end of its trilogy thing, you know, they were pushing it really hard. And I still remember the whole, there was like channel, which is like back when the Wii had channels and all that stuff. You had like this one specifically dedicated to like dishing out lore videos in the run up to Prime, which I was like really good at watching, you know? I like absolutely almost religiously watched that over and over and over again because I'm like, I gotta watch it. Because everybody was back then. Yeah, man. Nice. Good chunky experience, boys. Probably didn't help that I played AM2R first, and it's clear, directly comparing that one team got Metroid in a way the other didn't. Melee counters sucked. Pacing of combat was awful. There was a reason the Game Boy Advance game buffed the Ice Beam. It was not fun. nerfing it back, just to name a couple of other things. Honestly, Samus Returns 3DS wasn't even fun. Between that and Mirror of Fate, I'm not sure Mercury Steam even knows how to make a decent Metroidvania. I guess we'll see. I mean, I never played Mirror of Fate, so I can't really, you know, comment. Because like when the Castlevania series kind of moved over to more of an action-y type focus thing, I kind of lost track of the series, I guess. So I don't really know. We'll see. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it won't be, but as I said, I didn't think Samus Returns was bad. No, I think there was a lot to like in Samus Returns. I guess the question is, you know, is the parry going to be overwhelming, or are they going to tone it back a bit? I think one of the biggest problems with the parry system, as I said, it was overused, like, aggressively. Like, every single enemy in the whole game had a parry, whereas it should have been mostly just used for, you know, certain enemies have a parry, but most of them don't. I think that would have eased the frustration at that a bit much. But I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it was always destined to suck, but I don't think so. Oh, wait, we had two? We had two. Excellent. And of course, Samus Returns bad. It just did all of the exact things I did not want a new Metroid game. I think the problem you've got is that Metroid as a game series really needs to evolve. Otherwise, all the other Metroidvanias that are coming out are just going to leave it in the dust. And it's not going to be able to survive. You know, in a way, it's got to do something to make itself different. I mean, when you look at how many Metroidvanias there are these days, and Metroidvania is, it's not like a common formula thing. It's like, it's not something you see everywhere, but it's a lot more common than it used to be. Or search action, or whatever the hell you want to call it these days. But there's a lot of really good Metroidvanias out there. Obviously some that lean more towards the Castlevania side of things, some that lean more towards the Metroid side of things, depending on, you know, which ones you're playing and all that stuff. But I find that, you know, Metroid, by comparison of some of them, is actually kind of bland. It's standard. You know, it's like, and that's fine. I mean, it was the series that, like, spawned the genre. I guess it sort of gets a pass, but not that much of a pass. That's why I like Prime. You know, Prime at least, you know, tweaked the formula. Even if the formula tweaking was just, oh, let's make it 3D, you know. But, yeah. I mean, we'll be, one of the things, actually, is that once we're done with Dust, it won't be until this very first, it'll be, hang on, let me think. I think it'll be next Friday, the first episode. But I'm going to be playing through all of the 2D Metroid games. Or at least, you know, all the ones I can easily emulate. Because emulation is not necessarily that easy with certain consoles. Specifically the 3DS. I can't emulate the 3DS. And I sure as hell don't have the ability to record directly from it. So, you know, that basically ain't happening. So do AM2? Well, I will be. This is the thing. I'm going to be playing Metroid 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to sort of circle back around, and I'm going to do Zero Mission, and then AM2R. Assuming my Twitch account is still active at the time, because we know how bad Nintendo is when it comes to copyright strikes. My channel probably won't even be there for all I know. Ow. streamed AM2R. No, I'm not really worried about AM2R. It's the other Metroid games I'm worried about. But this is sort of, you know, spending September playing the older Metroid games in the run-up to Dread's release in October. So, I got my fingers crossed it'll all go well and fine and wonderful and la-di-da. But we'll see. We will see. You've done other Nintendo games? Yeah, I know. Nintendo's actually not that bad on Twitch. It's other companies that are really bad on Twitch these days, ironically enough. But then, like, the systems have been changed a lot recently on Twitch to make, you know, copyright claims and takedown notices on Twitch easier for companies, because of course they have. Yeah, hopefully it'll be good fun. I mean, I'm even playing like the first Metroid game, and I want to stress, I don't like Metroid 1, like at all. That game is so rough. Like, you know, it's not good, I guess. Well, it's fine, you know, but honestly, it's not aged very well. Original Metroid 1 and 2 kind of sucked. I'll be honest with you, while I'm fully aware that Metroid 2 is also not aged well, I have a soft spot for it because Metroid 2 was the first Metroid game I ever played, so it kind of gets a free pass from me because of that. You know, in the sense that you know, I like it because of its, you know, I have all this nostalgia for it. Whereas I didn't get to play Metroid 1 until... When did I first play Metroid 1? I think I first played Metroid 1 around the time... It must have been when I linked up Fusion to Prime on my, you know, using the link cable thing. Because you could do that and it would unlock a copy of Metroid 1. And I think I remember trying and failing to play it on multiple occasions. Because it's not a very well-designed game in some respects. It's fine in others, but not that many. Your first game was Fusion? Yeah, I think a lot of people's first game was Fusion, because, like, the Game Boy Advance was a pretty big console. Especially in terms of like handhelds and whatnot. 5 levels left. So it is a case of, I think a lot of people's first Metroid game was Fusion. And it's weird as well because, like, if you think about what Metroid games are, Fusion is extremely un-Metroid. You know? Fusion, by what we would consider to be a Metroid game, is a very non-Metroid Metroid. You know, it is massively linear, which is almost to a detriment in some people would say, you know? And, like, it's a very different experience. Like, Fusion is technically closer to Metroid 2 in its design. Level design is a bit more classic Metroid, but in terms of how you progress, it's closer to 2 in how linear it is because of its story. Yeah, I do find it funny that, you know, Metroid has always tried to change and tweak things up, and honestly, I think the group that's mostly responsible for Metroid being stagnant is probably its fans. Fusion is an intentional corruption of Super Metroid formula. Yeah, I'm fully aware that it was like deliberate. You know, the dev team were like, okay, we want to take Super Metroid and then like tweak these elements of it and see what we get. What we got was Fusion, and for the record, I like Fusion. I like Fusion a lot, actually. I think Fusion is a very, in fact, honestly, as I said, even though the first game hasn't aged very well and had some questionable gameplay choices, I do still like it. In the sense that I like what it did, but I understand its shortcomings, you know, and all that jazz. But yeah, Fusion is weird. Fusion is one of those games that actually very much divides the fans. Because some people are perfectly okay with its linearity, and some are like, oh no, this is the worst Metroid game ever. Because that's what fans sound like most of the time. At least that's what a certain subset of the fans sound like. You know what I'm talking about. Excellent. Oh, really? But yeah, I love the Metroid franchise. I'm really hopeful that Dread can pull it off. You know, elements of trepidation and somewhat a bit of worry about the whole thing, but I'm really hopeful that it can do it, because like, you know, how long have we waited for Metroid 5, and it's like this has to go well. You know, we can't afford this not to, because it'll just put Metroid back on ice again, and it's only just come out the bloody freezer. You know, can we have at least a little more time with Metroid, please, before it goes back into the Nintendo Vault? If that's allowed, please. Probably not. But it would be nice if it were. Three more levels left. Yeah, I told you it wouldn't take that long. Ow. Hey. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Gotta pay more attention. Every time Metroid fans talk about the series being on ice, I can't help but think of F-Zero fans. Yeah, F-Zero is... Yeah, I don't think that series is on ice. I think that series is just dead. The problem with F-Zero is it's Shigeru Miyamoto. In fact, he's the problem with a lot of Nintendo games these days. His adherence to old formulas that don't really work anymore is honestly kind of killing a lot of Nintendo-related stuff. Like, he won't make a new F-Zero game because I can't think of a good idea for it. Like, how about just making one? There's a fucking good idea for it. Like, and I say that as someone who's not like a big fucking hell, a big F-Zero fan. Like, I like it enough. I'm not a huge racing fan in general, you know. It's a genre I can take or leave. So you know, it'd be nice to see, but it won't happen as long as, you know, Miyamoto's at the company, because he just doesn't want it. If he can't think of an idea for it, it's not getting done. No More Heroes 3 and Psychonauts 2 releasing on the same day. I'm not even done with Neo, The World Ends With You yet. Miyamoto's continued insistence on minimal story content for a lot of games is also an issue. Yeah, I honestly, the problem you've got is that Miyamoto is like the last one left of the old guard at Nintendo. Like, he is the last sort of relic of what Nintendo used to be as a company. And I honestly think that, like, in a way that's kind of holding them back. Now, in some respects, that's probably good, because, you know, he's the reason why Nintendo bothers to actually, you know, put a bit of quality into games. You know, as opposed to just farting out any old nonsense. Although you can kind of see elements of that in games these days. But, yeah, I don't know, really. I just feel like Miyamoto should probably just retire at this point, because I just don't think he's good for the company. Like, he's done a lot of good in the past, but we're not in the past anymore. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Boom! Ow. Alright. Man is very good at what he does, but he has some extremely outdated ideas that ignore how the industry has evolved. So the constant deference to him, the company is really holding things back. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where I say, like, you know, I understand some parts, but in general, it's just like, I honestly don't think he's just very good for the company at the moment. He just isn't. As you say, as I said, you know, he's like part of the old guard. I just don't think he needs to be around anymore. And that is sad, you know, because it's not as if he hasn't... Ooh, hey. Ooh, that's nice. That's better than what I currently got. I don't have that. What is that, and where do I get it? Damn it, I can't craft that armor. I can't craft the best armor in the game because I don't have the drop, because I haven't acquired any yet. God damn it. Nope, I do not have that thing, whatever that thing is. Looks like a piece of cloth or something, I don't know. think you get it from the wolves up in the mountain. I fought a whole bunch of those. Why didn't I get any?
Your trans... Thank you.
You see, now I'm sort of stuck in this 50-50. Like, do I bother to go off and get it? No. No, I don't think I'm going to bother and go off and get it. Because there's literally no point at this point. Go get it. I'm not going to go and get it. It's not worth it. Absolutely not. It's not worth it. Just like completing that quest isn't worth it. It's still at 14. I can only assume the 3% I'm missing is probably that last quest I never did. Probably. It doesn't matter. Anyway, here's what we're going to do. It's a little bit early. In fact, it's a lot early. It's about 20 minutes early. I'm going to take another quick break because all that talking's kind of worn my throat down a bit. So I need to go top up my drink because this one's gone cold. Ugh, cold tea. So I'm going to take a quick break now. And when we get back, we'll finish the game, which probably isn't going to take me anything more than about 10 minutes because it's like one final boss. Well, no, it's like there's like cutscene, quick boss, cutscene, credits, finish. This is going to take me 10 minutes, but I also really need to go to the bathroom right now. So we'll take a very quick break, and when we get back, we'll bring Dust and Elysian Tale to an end. Back in a minute, guys. Alright, and we're back. Let's bring this to an end, shall we? Once and for all. I do like that it, at least, like, on the map, it gives you the last two sections here. There's no need for it to do that, but because, like, saving and loading and all that stuff, it just does. It's nice of it. Alright. And an old familiar place.
General Gaius!
Wait! Wait. Just a moment. Lower your weapons. I said lower your weapons!
You have much to answer for, General.
And what of you, my friend? A year ago I heard stories of your death, at the hands of a child, no less. Now here you stand, not only alive, but leading the very creatures we've been charged to destroy.
You've been charged to destroy, not me.
What happened to you, Cassius?
Cassius?
Do you not remember your own name? What have those damned Moonbloods done to you?
What did you call me?
Cassius! That's who you are!
Don't listen to him! You're Jin now! Remember that!
You're remembering now, aren't you? Together nothing stood in our way. We shaped this world together, and together we can finish what we started.
You ordered the deaths of countless people. Countless Moonbloods. Moonblood sympathizers. Anyone that stood in your way.
Yes, and you carried them out. Lower your blade, old friend. First we destroy these Moonbloods once and for all. Then I can help rid you of these fantasies that have spoiled your mind.
Just listen to me.
Cassius was my name.
That doesn't matter.
It's all that matters. All those people I killed, Fidgets. How could I possibly redeem myself in a mere few days?
You cannot, Dust. This was never about redeeming Cassius. But then, you are not Cassius.
But I share his form, his very soul.
That doesn't matter!
Why do you keep saying that?
Because you're not just Cassius! Jin didn't kill those people. Jin saved Aurora and Mudpot Village. Jin stopped Fuse, saved Lady Tethys, and now he's the only thing standing against General Gaius. Cassius would destroy the Moonbloods. But Jin, he would protect them.
No, Fidget. You're wrong. Jin didn't do any of those things.
Then you finally come to your senses.
Jin is dead, as is Cassius. Their souls now live within me, constantly reliving that fateful day. Forever in battle, forever at odds. But as long as I live, I still have a choice.
Then what are you?
I am justice incarnate, brought to this world by forces beyond your comprehension. A cleansing storm to sweep across the land and purge it of your foul presence. I am dust, and your campaign ends here now. Throw down your weapons and surrender, or you will face an enemy unlike any this world has ever seen.
Cassius, please, don't do this. You know you cannot win.
Let's end this.
Come here, you. And down he goes. Alright. Nope, come on.
You cannot win, Cassius. You never could beat me.
Stop calling me Cassius!
There was a time when you stood by my side. We were allies once.
Not anymore, General. I'm not your ally, and I'm not your friend. Now raise your blade or drop it.
You never could scare me either, Cassius. Very well. To the death!
Oh, in more ways than you know. But we'll get to that all in time. Whoa, hello. Ah, stop that. And down we go.
Don't you remember anything, Cassius? Why would you draw your blade against your fellow soldiers? Why would you draw your blade against me?
You're destroying this world, Gaius. You and your soldiers cannot be allowed to continue your campaign.
This world belongs to the strong, Cassius. It belongs to us. Don't you remember your duty? Don't you remember your friends?
I remember everything. And it changes nothing!
That is a really cool presentation, both visually and musically. It's just pathetically easy. Honestly, it's kind of the problem with a lot of the game. Like, in terms of its, you know, balance difficulty, really not. And there we go again.
This is where it ends, Gaius!
Come on, let me out of the lava, please. Kaboom! I like how that particular, like, sprite, whatever you want to call it, literally only used for that one moment. First time I ever played this, didn't know you could move during this, and I just sat there for the whole time. Like, lava was like literally about to swallow me before I even noticed you could move. It was really funny. Just listening to him scream my name. Because there's nothing to actually indicate that you can move. You just sort of have to work out that you can.
You're not Cassius.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. But Cassius is gone, as is the world we once loved. Cherish it.
He's so hammy. Oh yeah. I do feel like the writing in this last little bit is quite hammy. Like, Dust's speech during that pre-fight cutscene doesn't sound like he does in when he's just, like, normally talking. That's just me, maybe.
There, I see him. Dust? Dust!
Fidget, get out. Go.
Not without you. Come on, Dust. Get up. We did everything right, Dust. Everything we were supposed to do.
And sometimes that's not enough, Fidget. When the life threat calls. Fidget. Thank you.
Goodbye, Dust.
I don't think someone could just sit there so calmly whilst being consumed by lava. I'm pretty sure there'd be a lot of screaming involved. I don't care how accepted to your fate you are, it's still gonna fucking sting. I mean, lava has a tendency to explode when, you know, a lot of water is thrown into it. And people are mostly water, so, you know. Then again, technically they're like furries, not people, so maybe they burn differently.
Through the actions of our Sen Mithrarin Dust, the Moonblood race is finally free. We will never forget his sacrifice, or the deeds that saved our fairy world. We shall always remember what happened here. Dust's sacrifice will allow the Moonblood race to rise again, to rebuild our glorious civilization and live peacefully among the races of this world. Though it may appear that Dust has fallen here today, a force of good is not so easily extinguished. Sen Mithrarin was born of dust, a current to the winds of change, a harbinger of storms yet to come.
Dust.
And there was never a sequel. There should be, but there wasn't. I am hopeful there'll be a sequel at some point. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, the game doesn't like desperately need a sequel, but that ending is such a, you know, a sort of a the end ... question mark. It's just one of those things. Here we get these slightly depressing credit pictures where it turns out a lot of people actually died. Been working on a new game for a couple of years now, but hasn't said what it is, except the Dust fans should be looking forward to it. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, there's always the possibility that there will be a sequel at some point. Maybe there will be, maybe there won't be. In and of itself, it's a pretty good little, you know, it's a pretty complete package, but it does, there could be more, is what I'm saying, you know? It's fine. But, yeah, Dust, Elysian Tale, really good game. Like, the ending is a bit rushed, but, you know, it's, as we've sort of talked about before, obviously there was supposed to be a whole another chunk of the game that was cut for time. It's fine. You know, that happens a lot. Obviously, you often get games that have an ending that feels a bit rushed, and you can pretty much tell, okay, there was clearly going to be another level here. You can kind of tell that. But number of times I've played a game where I think there was supposed to be another level here, probably. Happens all the time, but yeah, that's fine. So, you know, really good game, sort of classic. I sort of needed something to fill the void. Technically, I still need that for one more session. I need a game that would only take me a few hours to complete, so we'll see on that one. But yeah, after we go through that one, because on Monday there will be something. And then once we go down to next Friday, we start Metroid month, where I'm going to play through all the Metroid games that I'm sort of capable of emulating. Being Metroid 1, 2, 3, 4, Zero Mission, and AM2R. There was one Legacy of Kain that was so badly rushed, had so much cut last minute. The official strategy guide talks about a ton of content that isn't in the game. Yeah, that happens, doesn't it? Because the strategy guides are often made like alongside a game's development, so they can all like get released at the same time. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. But yeah, so there you have it. We'll call it here for today. It's been 2 hours, so it's a decent enough length stream. So we will leave it there. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.